is country football at its best.
Now Ron's off the advertising trail. Good to see. Back to the match, Ron.
Thank you.
You think Eastern Suburbs will win. Tell us why.
Well, the reason is, first of all, Chrome Dome Park, home ground advantage. It's a picture. I've been out in the middle. The sting has just been taken out of it. Great grass cover. And the goals here face east and west. Now, you may laugh at this. Bannockburn, their goals are north and south.
So you're saying they're going to get lost, are you?
They are going to be kicking the ball out in at that poor person's front yard over here.
Mate, I think you've got salt in the brain.
No, I've got to tell you, it happened.
Easy shops.
The wind, the sunshine, and it is shining at the moment through those cumulus clouds. But I would suggest that with the changes, Connor's big loss out of the centre, he'll be a big loss. And I think you'll find that these boys coming out onto the park now, Eastern Suburbs, they are going to really be pumped after getting a bit of a flogging last week at the hands of Thompson after half-time. I think you'll find that this side, Eastern Suburbs, the Mighty Eagles, virtually full strength, just about full strength, will overrun the Tigers here this afternoon.
All right, Peter, this afternoon you're going for?
No, I think Bannock, going on last week, and I watched Thompson against North Geelong, I think they are crackable. They tend to crack a little bit when the pressure is on. I know Connors is a sad loss out of the centre of the ground.
Big loss.
He's away for family reasons. But, the fella that got quite a few possessions last week running around the half-forward lines, I'm led to believe going to have a run in the centre, and that's Dan O'Brien. And I think it's pretty much a ready-made replacement.
So you're going for Bannockburn this afternoon?
Yeah, Bannockburn by probably a couple of goals.
Ron's going for Eastern Suburbs. Well,
8 points.
8 points. I've tossed up during the week, but after watching Bannockburn last week, they were fairly good in the wet. It just goes to show that you can play good football, even though it's wet. They played very well last week, 107-point victors over Cryer. You can't go past that form, and from what I hear, the Eastern Suburbs side were a little bit flat in the second half, but I'm sure their coach, Mick Thompson, will have them fired up this afternoon for what should be a big clash, but I'm just going to stick with Bannockburn. But I think, and Ronnie always...
Boy, is it that you blokes always jump on the bandwagon. Front runners, you pair.
Ronnie always tells me that I always only go by a kick or so, but I reckon that Bannockburn may win by only a kick today. 4 points, I think, might be in it. I think there might be a kick in it either way. It's going to be a very close tussle.
And fancy picking a side because of their jumper colour.
Nothing wrong with that, boy.
You're a Tullybuck boy, aren't you?
Richmond supporter, though, mate.
You're unbelievable.
They are magnificent colours.
You were bagging me a moment ago about making selections because the goal's at the wrong end of the ground, and you're making a selection because of colour.
Are you saying I know nothing?
Well,
this young Perkins, Ashley Perkins, where's he from, Joe?
He's from Japarrit.
From Japarrit.
Yeah, from Japarrit.
Out in the Mallee?
Yes, and a new recruit this season, and played in the first couple of games, has been injured, and is back in the side this afternoon.
He's the bloke with the water bottle strapped to his side.
I tell you what, he's a fairly big boy.
He'll be frozen stiff out here today.
Well,
long sleeves.
Also, we can tell you the weather here today. The sun's just breaking out over Richmond Crescent, as Ron said. The ground is in immaculate condition. The centre a little bit wet on top, but that'll dry out with that sun. And the wind, as always, going from the half-forward flank to the scoreboard side of the ground. It's blowing across the ground, so really not much wind advantage for either side. The umpires this afternoon in the middle, Murray Fanning and Noel Hooper. The boundary umpires, Sam Mirabel and Adrian Stapleton, and the goals, Rob Perrins and Rex Hudgetts. And slamming Sam Mirabel comes back into the Country FM microphone all the time.
Yeah, slamming.
He loves it, doesn't he?
Yeah, Sammy always puts a big smile on as he dashes past the commentary position, throwing the Sharon into the centre of the ground. He's an absolute sensation. Boundary umpire slamming Sammy Mirabel. Congratulations. It's good to see you back, Sam. Hasn't been well, missed the last couple, and is looking forward to this afternoon.
Well, the toss has just been won by Christian Shaw, who's the acting skipper for Bannockburn, and they're kicking to the Geelong end of Richmond Crescent this afternoon. So they'll be really won't be kicking with the aid of any breeze, but they'll certainly want to get a good start this afternoon.
But I said a special cheerio too. Always, the information I get is always from a very important part of any club, and that was the bar. I picked up my Coca-Cola and having a chat there to Dave Hewitt. He is the Worm Man.
The Worm Man.
The Worm Man. And the nicknames, a source of absolute information, and I do thank the Worm for being very cooperative, and also my old mate, Steve-O, was terrific before the game here at Eastern Suburbs. Always a pleasure to come down, and I'm sure they'll give a full account of themselves here this afternoon at Chrome Dome Park.
Well, The players just working out of their huddles now for the start of this match of the day in round 6. We'll try and keep you up to date with all the GDFL scores and also the match at Kidinia Park between Geelong and Sydney this afternoon. Should be a big clash down there as well. And all the scores at half-time from the other GDFL games this afternoon. And there's a couple of good ones. Werribee Centrals and Thompson playing. At Werribee should be a big clash, with Thompson winning last week and Werribee in form.
Yes, it'll be.
And the clash of 9th and 10th, Belpost Hill and East Belmont, could be a very, very special game for East Belmont today.
I think they might break the ice today, mate.
They may break the ice. Cogsy's told me it's 593 days, I think it is, since they've had a victory. So it could be a big night at East Belmont tonight if they can get over the
we'll get back to them. And I hope the Lions are roaring tonight at 5 o'clock, Jace.
Okay.
Now, players taking their positions, Jace. If I just may quickly thank all the people that bring us to air every Saturday for the Geelong and District Football League. And of course, we can't forget Bannockburn Sporting Trophies, who look after the time clock and provide us with great trophies every Saturday evening that we present to the respective clubs after the game at 6 o'clock. So people in their cars listening, try and make an effort to come over to the rooms and enjoy the hospitality this evening of Eastern Suburbs. And I'm sure that they'll enjoy the awards and the trophy receivers here this afternoon. LBW Chartered Accountants, GDFL Bingo Centre, Buckley's the Gaming Centre, Beaumont's Pies, Guest Video, of course, Maxi Fry, Upco Easy Shops, and of course the Car Edge and Rowick Printers, all making this afternoon's call on Country FM 89.1 FM on your dial, because you know why? Country FM is country football.
Umpire Hooper just waiting for both sides to take up their positions. We see that Kiao Intervong is on the ground for Eastern Suburbs. In the middle, Nigel Tresides, who had a big game last week against Alan Woodman. He is in the middle for Bannockburn, and Andrew Reuter, who's the in-form ruckman in the GDFL at the moment, is in there for the Eagles.
I tell you what, Jace, this little rooster out here on the wing, number 57 for Bannockburn. I watched him play last week, Darren Roweth.
Yep.
Played very well.
Yep, had a good game in the twos last week.
Very Matthew Eastish.
Experienced player, Roweth. Played every game last year in the seniors for Bannockburn and was part of their finals campaign, so we're looking forward to a big tussle this afternoon. And umpire Hooper just waiting. He's telling everybody in the middle that he will throw it up. Is that throw it up or bounce?
Well, a bit disappointing, Nola, because I've been out and inspected the ground. Ray Edwards, the umpire's advisor, was here also earlier, and it is a little juicy, but really I think they could still bounce the ball.
Start of GDFL Match of the Day, round 6 at Eastern Suburbs and Bannockburn at Richmond Crescent. Umpire Hooper does bounce the ball, and Dresize gets the first tap down, gets it to Shaw, gets tackled, wrapped up. Ricky Harding in there also, McGough right on his hammer. A bit of a chance there for Tresize. The big man breaks out of a pack beautifully, goes along with the right boot towards the forward pocket, going back towards Alan Rundle, and also Lincoln East on the ground starting this afternoon, but it's out of bounds about 35 metres around for the Bannockburn goal.
Now the player with his left knee, or is it right knee, heavily strapped, didn't move too well at the football then.
Well, that's Lincoln East.
For the Bannockburn side.
Had a couple of knee injuries and back last week for his first game in the seniors. So.
He's not fit. Okay, you can't go into a game of football with unfit players as the ball just dribbles over the boundary line. It's out of bounds, 55 metres now from the goal. Yes, Guest Video, of course, bring us the action here on Country FM. And don't forget, Guest and Country FM is the best on GDFL footy. Back to the footy, it's now at half-back. Eastern Suburbs, the radar Rundle kicks it long to centre wing. Good tap on by Luke Thompson. Over the top there to Rowdy. Loughton left foot. Drops short. Oh, Reuter couldn't take an overhead grab. Some good pressure though there. Tillman under a bit of trouble. Lost the footy. It's kicked out down to half back, but the boundary line beats all the players. It's out of bounds 45 metres now from Eastern Suburbs goal, and a lovely build up there for the Eagles.
Yes, good play through midfield by the Eagles. Boundary throw in. It's going to be Tillman and Ferguson. Tillman gets it down, but only as far as due. Gets his kick away under pressure towards full forward. O'Leary behind. In front, Troy Shaw tapped it away from him for the safety of the boundary line, 10 metres around from the Eastern Suburbs goal. And it's going to be another boundary throw-in.
Must be in front.
Yeah, O'Leary playing behind there at full forward. Again, Tillman, Loughton over the top. Only as far as Matty East. Handball slick to Troy Shaw, going to get wrapped up by Reuter, but gets his kick away towards half forward. Lucas running back. Evans to Shepherd. Lucas can't pick it up. Wembridge can't either. And he's tackled. Roweth there, 3 against 1. College is there. Roweth, handball over the top to the big man, Tresize. It's over his head. Wembridge doubles back, breaks at one tackle, then gets wrapped up. Handball away towards Intervong. Oh, umpire Hooper's nearly picked the footy up as well. He's in the way. Ferguson gets it over towards Loughton. Handball to McGough. Sensational. McGough, can he finish it off? No, he can't. Under pressure. Misses it to the near side. One behind. The first score On the board, Craig McGough, one behind.
Just suggest one thing, tackle a little late, I thought, and McGough should have been given another kick.
You've got one. You are one-eyed.
Good to see Ron back and barracking for Eastern Suburbs today. You're unbelievable, Ron. Kick in by Troy Shaw, outer side. Good kick too. And finds Nathan Rose just outside defensive 50 on the outer side here at Richmond Crescent. He'll look to go long. He does now towards the middle. Good kick too. Rick Harding, unattended, takes a mark just in between wing and half forward. Looks to go back in board towards Toolman, and it's okay. Yeah, good mark, Gary Toolman. Big job this afternoon on Robbie Reuter. He switches play, comes towards the grandstand side. Roworth got 5 metres, handball to Matty East. He's on 50 now, tries to measure the pass towards full forward. Perkins can't take it. Toolman up from centre half back, and he put the first on the board. Yes, he can. In fact, it's Clinton Shaw, and did it easy. Clinton Shaw picked the ball up and turned around and kicked it.
Toolman won't be very happy you called him that.
Well, come on. Gary Toolman, Clinton Shaw, look at that.
Oh, mate, Gary's at centre half back. Did you go out last night, Jason, did you?
I had a big night last night. You've got to be joking. I never go out. I'm not drinking these cans of Coke either.
Well, that was a good piece of football, good build-up. A little loose across half-back there at the Suburbs. Needed tighten, and the goal scorer was, Jason?
Clinton Shaw.
Clinton Shaw, and he wears the jumper number 35.
That's the one.
But just to support Jace there, Tim the Toolman was the guy that run it up through the middle of the ground and played very well.
Bannockburn, one straight goal, 6 points. They lead Eastern Suburbs, one behind on the LBW Charter Accounts first quarter scoreboard. 3 minutes gone on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock. And the tap out from the middle by Reuter goes towards Thompson, and also McGough in there working hard with Evans. McGough, can he handball to Radford? No, he handballs back to Reuter. Dodges around Tresize, then goes along with the right boot towards centre half forward. Oh, Loughton unattended at centre half forward. Turns around inside 50 now, gets around one, dodges. Can he kick the goal and finish it off? Pretty close.
No.
But I think he's missed it to the near side again for one behind. So, one behind to Brent Loughton. And Eastern Suburbs go to 2 behind. Bannockburn, one straight goal, 6 points. LBW Charter Accountants, first quarter scoreboard.
Interesting tactical move. Loughton normally best football centre half back today, half forward.
Kick in by Shaw, gets it towards East. Lucas with him, but following up Troy Shaw. Good play from full back. Now he goes long towards the wing. Roworth there, and Wayne Colliger also. Wayne Colliger, good work. And takes a good overhead mark right on the wing. Goes inboard towards Clinton Shaw and also Shane Evans. Shaw, can he tap it over the top to Broad? No, he can't. Handball Evans. Free kick, though, for a push. And it's going to go to Bannockburn. And Clinton Shaw to take it just inside the centre square at centre half forward for the Tigers.
Nice looking drop punt. The leader, Beauty, hit him right on the right chest. And a lovely lead, lovely disposal from the big fella. And has hit him. That's, of course, Ashley Perkins. And the boy from the Mallee, an opportunity to draw first blood here this afternoon for himself personally.
Right on the right chest, so he's got 2 chests. Good to see.
It was actually the pectoralis major.
Well, unfortunately, though, Ashley Perkins, the big Mallee boy, is offline, and he's missed to the right side. Obviously, they don't have any wind at the Mallee.
And special comments this afternoon from league physiotherapist Greg O'Brien too. And don't worry about Peter Walker anymore.
There's plenty of wind up here, though, isn't there?
There is a lot of wind. Unbelievable. Bannockburn 117. They lead Eastern Suburbs 2 behinds on the LBW Charter Accountants first quarter scoreboard. Kick in by Stefanowski short into the back pocket and finds Michael O'Leary, who'll be a key in the midfield this afternoon for the Eagles. Goes wide. Good kick too. And taking a mark, did he? Oh, it's paid. Murray at half back on the outer side. So Nathan Murray to push the Eagles up towards midfield. He does so now, looking for Ferguson. Toolman from behind. Gets a hand to it, but then pushes it out of bounds. And it's going to be a boundary throw-in. 6 minutes gone on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock this afternoon in the GDFL match of the day.
Just as a little comment I'd like to make on behalf of Bannockburn Footy Club, wouldn't it be great if they took the yellow sash off the back of the jumper?
Yes, I think so.
Very hard to read their numbers, but we'll battle on. There's the loose ball at half-back. O'Leary slick to the radar under pressure. Now, Alistair Broad, centre-half forward, I tend to question. Handled the football like a defender on that occasion, and he's at centre-half forward this afternoon. So I don't know much about the game, do I?
No, you don't. A new role for Broad this afternoon. The tap down comes towards Radford now on half-back for the Eagles. Gets his handball away towards Luke Thompson. Kick around the corner. Dew tried to tap it on, couldn't do so to anybody in particular. Reuter on the ground doing the roving work for the Eagles. Comes towards Matty East on the wing now. Ferguson comes at him. Gets the ball back to Toolman. Oh, coming at him Evans, but he gets his handball away to Matty East again. He's in the middle. Kicks it around towards centre half forward. Wembridge there taking a diving mark for Eastern Suburbs. to relieve the pressure at centre-half back.
That's made you look a bit silly, Jason, because you've made a comment here that he kicks the ball to his teammate every time he gets it. And he's just kicked it to the Eastern Suburb bloke. Oh, you've done real well today, mate. Well, the Tigers, they go again. Opportunity here, Colliger, and that was the 69. It's Wayne Colliger this afternoon, just being a bit tricky. And I've got you again, Jace.
Nearly always delivers to a
Nearly
teammate.
is the appropriate word. Okay, well, you're one love at the minute. Okay, ball now half forward. Umpire Murray Fanning would be enjoying this little bit of a break of GDFL footy, because a fair bit of territory to cover here on this lush Richmond Crescent, as we see the kick to the left there of the big fella.
Good mark.
Clinton Shaw. Gee whiz, it was a great grab too. Comes in the little fella. I think he's popped it through. Just trying to pick him up. That's the resting rover, Ricky Harding, isn't it?
It is.
Great goal, Rick.
And played well last week, Peter, too, Rick Harding.
He did very much an opportunist in the forward pocket. I think he kicked a couple in the first quarter that really set the game up for Bannockburn. Got him away to an 8-goal-to-1 lead, which was very dangerous.
Bannockburn go to 2-1-13. They lead Eastern Suburbs 2 behinds on the LBW Chartered Accountants first quarter scoreboard here at Richmond Crescent this afternoon. The goal kickers so far, Clinton Shaw and Rick Harding. We saw the rover there kick that second goal for the Tigers, and we've been playing 7.5 minutes on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock.
Ball out back to the centre, up by Noel Hooper. Does bounce the ball, favours the Bannockburn direction, but the big fella in Reuter got it to ground level. Luke Thompson overran the ball, comes out now, opportunity for Radford. There's a good boy, that number 8 jumper flash again to half forward. Can the loose ball sit for him? He can. In for Vong, left foot kick, Robbie Reuter had the sit, but some good pressure there from Stevie Delahunt. Forces the ball out of bounds, and that for mine is deliberate. But no, said the umpire, a boundary throw in. Did that player just run straight across the line then without being under pressure or not?
I think the ball had already gone over when he caught up with it.
Thank you very much.
Boundary throw in, right next to the behind post. Loughton gets it down to the front of the pack, or into Vong, tackle without the footy. Loughton from the ruck contest, as he put it through for a goal. I think he might have.
Put down your glasses,
Loughton
kicked, I would say.
Loughton kicks his first, and a good kick out of the pack there by the left footer.
Now the floodgates will open.
Eastern Suburbs go to 1-2-8. Bannockburn 2-1-13. 5 points of difference on the LBW Chartered Accounts. First quarter scoreboard here this afternoon at Richmond Crescent. And Ron Brain, you would be the number 1 ticket holder this afternoon at Eastern Suburbs if they get to you.
Thank you very much. Always nice to get the home side up. And don't forget LBW Chartered Accountants, situated there, level 4, 83 Melbourne Street, Geelong. They'll take the accounting stress and taxation problems out of your life. Give them a call on 52-216-111.
Back to the centre, Tresize. Easy tap out towards Lincoln East. Knocked off the footy without it. No free kick. McGough works very hard in the middle for the Eagles. Then wraps it up. Oh, just an indignant kick there from Andy Reuter, but umpire Fanning says it's mine, and he will bounce it just on the attacking side of centre for the Eagles. Big pack around the ball. And umpire Fanning to put it down, Tresize and Reuter to do the ruck work. Good bounce too. Tresize goes up Reuter. Big tap out. Matty East breaks the tackle at centre-half back. Measures the pass to Roworth. Can he take the mark? Yes, he can over his right shoulder. Then he can measure the pass towards centre-half forward. Lincoln East running off the midfield. Can't take the mark at centre-half forward. Evans to relieve the pressure for the Eagles. Goes with his right boot to the wide open spaces of the Richmond Crescent outer side wing. Can't find Thompson. Can find the blanket over there on the fence. And it's going to be a boundary throw in.
Yeah, sorry, Shane, to bag you there, boy, but you had plenty of time to steady and kick the ball down to a teammate, and that was not good football. Boundary throw in now. Opportunity for them again through O'Leary. That was good work from the centreman for the Suburbs, but again under pressure this time. And he's got the ball down probably 25 metres toward the half-forward line, out of sight of Richmond Crescent. Eastern Suburbs into attack. They trail the Bannockburn side by 5 points. Time check shows Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock, 11.5 minutes gone to the first quarter. Round 6, GDFL footy on Country FM.
Tillman goes to the lead of Broad. Can't take the mark just in front of him. Roworth roves well at the front of the pack though and runs off. Goes towards centre. McGough chops it off beautifully. Takes the mark in front of Clinton Shaw at centre-half back for the Eagles.
And played on.
And we'll play on now and go towards Loughton, the lead. Good lead too from centre-half forward. And wanted to draw Wembridge, then goes back onto his favoured left boot, goes long towards Reuter and Delahunt. Delahunt pushed off the footy where the footy was nowhere near him. And we'll take the free kick for the Tigers. Good battle this afternoon between he and Robbie Reuter, a couple of veterans. He goes to Lincoln East. Good kick to his brother Matty. Still inside defensive 50. Then runs around Carl Dew and goes long towards the wing. Running back onto it, O'Brien. He's got Evans right next to him. And his handball is smothered and out of bounds on the full.
Wonder what Carl Dew...
Out of bounds, sorry.
Ex-Bannockburn player, Carl Dew.
Yes.
Playing against.
He is.
His old side.
Played a couple of good games for the Eagles too so far since being in the senior side. O'Brien goes good kick too towards half forward. Shaw. That's Clinton takes the mark. Plays on quickly, the lead on from Perkins. Stefanowski right next to him. Perkins can't take the mark. Roved off the back of the... Ronnie Pilgrim now picks it up close to the boundary line. Turns around, right boot. Across the face of goal. And out of bounds on the full. And it's going to be a penalty free kick. It's going to be taken by Nathan Murray in the last line of defence for Eastern Suburbs.
Nathan Murray, normally at half forward today in the defensive post, doing a good job. Lovely kick too, and the advantage of having tall wingers, because Hollywood Lucas has taken a great grab for the Suburbs at half back. Member side now of the Chrome Dome Park. A lovely kick to centre wing, back of the pack. Oh, really a nice mark there to the Tigers. Swooped on the... across Lincoln East was good footy because he's found that's Clinton Shaw, who's been terrific in this first quarter. Goes out to the outer side forward pocket, looks for Pilgrim, but he's beaten hands down there by the dash of that's not my man, not
Bailey.
Lucas, Bailey. Put down your head, Tom. That's Dooley. But it was good footy anyway. It's at centre half back now for the Suburbs. They're in trouble. Reuter, good, but his quick kick off the carpet goes straight to Matty Easton. And well, who's going to pick him up? Roworth gets another touch of the leather. Looks up the ground, but good grab. In defence there for the Suburbs. And it looks like that's the Radar Rundle. Lovely football from the skipper. Kicks it long. And Rowdy Loughton takes a great grab.
Goes towards Dew now inside the centre square. Goes long, two out, Reuter and O'Leary. O'Leary, just a little push on Troy Shaw, was good enough to push him away of the ball. And took a good overhead mark, the youngster. And we'll have a kick for goal from 25 metres out, directly in front for Eastern Suburbs' second goal. And he's kicked so far this season 21 goals, Sean O'Leary, so been a good forward.
Was the skipper, I must say, too, Radar.
Was.
He's just given it to his mate now in McGough.
Craig McGough, the skipper this season for the Eagles. So O'Leary goes for goal straight over the umpire.
Pilgrim off. On for Bannockburn, the 59 Guernsey.
Nathan Clyden.
Thank you.
So Clyden's on and Pilgrim off, and Sean O'Leary puts Eastern Suburbs' second goal on the board, and they take the lead 2-2-14 Eastern Suburbs, Bannockburn 2-1-13 on the LBW Charter Accounts first quarter scoreboard. And we've been playing 14 and a half minutes on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock.
Great goal from Spike O'Leary, and he got in front that time, Jason. That's the reason why he's converted a 6-pointer for the Suburbs. They're in front. Time check, Bannockburn Sporting Trophies. Time clock shows nearly 20 minutes gone.
Back in the centre, Shaw. His handball chopped off by Lucas. His hands towards Intervong, and Nathan Rose at centre half forward for the Eagles now. Pushed out East, can't pick it up. That's Matty. Over the top, Harding got one in the head, but no free kick. Good handball, Rose gives it to Christian Shaw. His handball to Clinton Shaw. He's on the wing now. Grandstand side goes long. Getting back there, Clyden just on the ground, trips over his own feet. Stefanowski, big thump away towards centre half back. Alistair Broad coming at pace. Evans stands his ground well. O'Leary was going to get chopped off by Clyden, but got around. Bailey, can he pick it up on the half volley? Yes, he can. Handball to Radford, got nobody to handball to, so kicks around the corner towards the wing. Ferguson from behind, can't take the mark for Eastern Suburbs. Free kick not found there for a high tackle on Shaw. McGough going in there at pace. Good work, bottles it up.
No free kick there. Committed his body, and we got a good hip and shoulder, which hurt Clinton Shaw. You were suggesting a free kick, and I disagree.
God, you're full of APCO Easy Shop, aren't you?
Mate, I've got to tell you, you call it as you see it, and it was play on, good umpiring, good work, Clinton Shaw. Loose hands, Ferguson. Handball to no one, but he knew it. That's not Radar, that's Radford. My mate. Kicks it up there, only a little chip, and there's been a call for in the back, and I thought that Nathan Rose had plenty of time to use the ball on that occasion, but he's been given the benefit and gets the free kick from umpire Hooper, who allows him now to kick into the centre of the ground. Good work, good lead, Alistair Broad. Takes the ball right in the heart of Chrome Dome Park.
Goes towards Harding, drops an overhead. Mark Rundle there now, under pressure, free kick, pushing the back. And the Radar to relieve the pressure for the Eagles.
Consistency, I'm happy with that.
So, running now, Radar goes long towards centre half forward. In the front, Lucas. Oh, Matty East off the front of the pack.
Oh,
handball.
terrible.
Not very good, though. Goes towards Dew, who rides the bump. Clyden's handball goes to nobody in particular. Wentworth. Handball chopped off by Bailey. He kicks high towards centre-half forward. Loughton in front, Henderson from behind. Good play. Look for the handball then. Short, good left foot kick, and they're away here. Bannockburn on the wing. Clinton Shaw has got 10 metres, takes a bounce, can set something up. Reuter coming at him. He wants to take him on. He takes a second bounce and gets around him. Clyden coming to Shepherd. He's still there at half forward. Kick is poor, though, but it's going to be okay, O'Brien. Right next to the boundary line. Turns around, then wrapped up by O'Leary. Dropped the footy, no free kick. Goes towards Evans, who got leg. No free kick there either. Wembridge right next to the boundary line, and the boundary line wins now. We're going to have a boundary throw in 30 metres around from the Bannockburn goal.
Maybe umpire Fanning was a bit far away then, do you think?
Might have been. Good pressure, though, from the Eagles.
I think it's just a bit of a shame that too many guys out here have got a snipe. It spoils the game. It does spoil the game.
Okay. This bloke's played very well too. The defence of Eastern Suburbs standing up well, and that was Shane Bailey. But his kick, though, has let him down. And unfortunately for the Suburbs, it's been well marked now. Christian Shaw, the vice-captain for the Tigers. A lovely kick, too, up to the teeth of goal. Oh, high flyer over the back was Murray. Nathan Murray, they couldn't control the leather. It's off his hands and rushed through for a minor score to the Bannockburn Tigers, who have now levelled the scores.
Peter, who were you mentioning before about sniping? Mention names, your special comments, man. You've got to mention.
No one at all, but he's wearing number 12 for Eastern Suburbs.
2-2, 14 apiece at the moment. Kick in, marked by Tillman. Handball to Matty East. And Matty East goes across half forward looking for Clyden and Wembridge. Clyden in front can't take the mark. Wembridge roves. Handball towards Dew and also Lucas. It's still at centre half forward for Bannockburn. Oh, good play, Dave Lucas got out of a pack there. His kick's partly smothered. Radford tries to tap it on beautifully to Dew. Gives it back to Radford. He gets wrapped up though. Dropped the footy. Matty East still in the middle. Handball out towards his brother, but McGough chops it off. Goes with his left boot towards half forward. Loughton and Henderson. Loughton, who's been good so far for the Eagles. He's on his wrong foot, so he tries to get round onto his left foot. Handball. Back in board. Radford running at him. Harding. Handball to McGough. Good. And McGough from 50 on the left boot. One out now. Shaw in front. O'Leary behind. Good play, Troy Shaw. A bit too tall there for O'Leary. Coming across Wentworth. O'Leary, though, worked hard. Got it to Robbie Reuter. Can he pick it up? No, he can't do so. Now he does. Left foot kick. And it's out of bounds. Close to the behind post. And it's going to be a boundary throw-in.
Sean Spike O'Leary used his body well then on Wentworth, who I think got a bit more than he bargained for when he clashed with him, because he bounced off and took the wind out of his sails.
Loughton taps it out. Oh, kick off the ground by Robbie Reuter. And he's just missed a good soccer-style kick from the veteran of the Eastern Suburbs forward line. He doesn't like me calling him a veteran, but he is. And one behind to Reuter. So they take the lead again, the Suburbs, 2-3-15, Bannockburn 2-2-14, and we've been playing 22 and a half minutes on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock.
Tigers break clear now at half back, some good footy. The kick looks to Broad. Good work there from Christian Shaw. Broad left foot kick back to Shaw, who ran on, was good football, and the ruck rover now, was at centre half forward, foolishly hand passed to his teammate. Radford saw what was happening. The righty was on the wall, and anticipated it superbly. Great tackle has been applied. For mine, it should have been rewarded with a free kick, but the umpire Hooper has decided to bounce. At half forward, Bannockburn into attack.
Right up, big thump away towards Alan Rundle running at a pace. He's got support in Radford. They both slip over though. Coming across Carl Dew also. Close to the boundary line now. Can Dew keep it in? Yes, he can. He gets wrapped up, gets his kick away though. It's going to be marked and play on quickly by Rose. Gets a left boot to it towards centre half forward. Coming out, Clinton Shaw wrapped up high. Gets his handball away towards Broad. Bit of support there also from Clyde, and his handball back towards Clinton Shaw. Free kick found, high tackle. And Nathan Clyde to take it at centre half forward for the Tigers.
Tall boy, isn't he?
He is tall. And kicking towards the Geelong end of Richmond Crescent. He was going to go short, but he's elected to go longer now. Nathan Murray standing the mark, who has the job on him. He goes now with the right boot. He tried to push it a little bit too much there and has missed to the near side for one behind.
Very conscious of the breeze. It is blowing to the Bannockburn end, but the right forward pocket. So he's tried to allow for the breeze to drag the ball back, but probably didn't allow or allowed too much.
Scores level again, 2-3 apiece. Kicking by Stefanowski towards Murray. Wembury drives the pack. His kick around the wing is short towards Roworth, and also Dave Lucas. Roworth with pace. His handball, though, chopped off by Lucas, but Roworth gets it back again. Works hard. Short kicks, though. Clinton Shaw's had a mountain of possession this first term. Has to go now. Lucas wrapped him up, dropping the ball. Too slow on that occasion. And the big wingman for the Eagles, Dave Lucas, to take the free kick.
Yes, very big wingman, isn't he? You can just about put him on the ball as a ruckman. There's a little bit of crackling is interfering with our call at the moment. We hope that it's not interfering with the listeners out there. We'll probably get that rectified shortly as we see Christian Shaw. Quick hands there to Roworth. Runs inboard, finds the lead of Toolman with hands. Toolman is all wrapped up. Great tackle there, Brett Loughton. And Rowdy would just about be BOG for mine.
Yep, Loughton playing very well on Henderson. Goes beautifully to Radford at centre-half forward. Takes the mark one-handed, then goes to 50. Kicks long. Reuter coming out. Troy Shaw roved beautifully by O'Leary. Gave it to McGough. Turns around. Will kick the goal. Great play by the forward line there of the Eagles. So McGough's first goal. And Eastern Suburbs third. They're 3-3-21. They lead Bannockburn 2-3-15 on the LBW Charter Accountants first quarter scoreboard. And we've been playing 24 minutes of this first term GDFL Match of the Day, round 6, live and exclusive on 89.1 Country FM.
Jace, just looking at the game from last week to this week, Bannockburn last week seemed to be very prepared to throw the ball around, and this week they're handballing when it's really not necessary. They're handballing backwards, and it's giving Eastern Suburbs the chance to nail the guy that's running at the ball.
And you know why that's so?
Why would that be, Ronald?
Pressure. You only do what you're allowed to do. And today, to Eastern Suburbs' credit to date, they're harassing, the body contact, the tackling is exceptional, and it's forcing them into these little fiddly handballs which are going in nowhere in particular.
Well, you commented on Loughton before, but I think a guy that is also keeping Eastern Suburbs way up there is Terry Radford.
Playing very well.
Very hard at the ball, in the air or on the ground.
Back in the centre, Tresize gets it down towards Harding. He taps it on towards Christian Shaw. Gets around Murray. Still inside the centre square. Goes long with the right boot. Perkins and Stefanowski. Should be a big battle this afternoon. Good punch away by Stefanowski. Roving off the back of the pack was East. He can't pick it up. Bailey pushed it through for one behind to Bannockburn. So they go to 2-4-16. They trail Eastern Suburbs 3-3-21. The sun is out here at Richmond Crescent.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
On a beautiful day for football. And the LBW Charter Accountants scoreboard. Bannockburn 2-4, Eastern Suburbs 3-3.
Fullback just chips in. That was actually O'Leary bringing the ball back into play. And found one of the smaller men on the ground, Luke Thompson, son of Coach Mick from Suburbs. Kick out wide. Again, that was Butch Shaw. Goes inboard. No, it was Matty East. I always get Matty East and Butch Shaw mixed up, and I shouldn't because East has got long sleeves on.
That's you, Ronnie. It's okay.
It's the Coca-Cola.
Goes towards Toolman at half forward for Bannockburn, or threw it out, Bailey, and also Clyde, and worked hard on the ground, got it out now towards Wayne Colliger, but Interfong back there, handball, over the top to Murray, running at pace from centre-half back, keeps it in front of him, then rides the bump, should have gone the footy. Bailey, he does go the footy and gets it away at half back. He goes towards Loughton and Henderson, having a good battle. Loughton on top, 3 against 1 here. Henderson has got heaps of time, and Ricky Harding and also Butch Shaw's there. He had Harding in the middle. Goes towards Clinton Shaw, who has just had it on a string. He's got it at half forward, goes long. O'Leary in front and takes the mark against Lincoln East in the last line of defence for the Eagles.
Now, is Mick O'Leary playing in the back pocket?
Well,
or is it just me?
I think he might be changing off their ruck rover or something, but he's in the back line at the moment.
Centre-half back. Well, that's an unfamiliar role for Mick, but I tell you what, it's working from a suburb point of view. There's been infringement in that contest here at half back for the Suburbs, and this big fella Ferguson's got the free kick now. Looks to Loughton, who's 20 metres in front of Roughhouse or Robbie, and the run will be out to you boys quickly. Radford, another possession. Can he kick the goal? No, he looks to McGough in the pocket, but the ball carries a little bit too far. Mopping up nicely there was that was Troy Shaw. Oh, Butch Shaw puts the handle out. Thank you very much for coming. Takes the worm burner. Long bomb up there looking for his teammate. Oh, O'Brien nearly went back to, where was it? Tullybuck. Fair dinkum. Just got the old head-high tackle. Missed him. And players just getting a little emotional, as I am, because it is a good game of footy here at the present time.
That's the Coke too, I think.
Yeah, no, it's a great game of footy. It's very intense, and at this stage of the game, there's only 5 points in it. Suburbs leading, And I'm sure the people at the ground will be enjoying this Country FM call on 89.1 as the ball kicked up there to half forward. Suburbs under a bit of pressure now because Butchshaw clears the ball out wide. Looks there for, that was the new boy, Clindon. Goes out wide to, that was Broad, who's well up the ground from centre half forward. Forces the ball out towards the boundary line here at Members' side of the ground. And the big fella, the pronunciation, Clindon, couldn't control it, and it's out of bounds. Good pressure there from Shane Bailey.
Throw in now. Tresize in front, gets it down to the front. Thompson is there, and Irving as well. Irving wrapped up by Clyde and dropped the footy, umpire Hooper said. And there's no advantage, so it comes back to Clyde at half forward. Former Bell Park player with the Tigers in his first season. And a lot of room for Perkins to run into, but it's a shocking kick off the footy. Stefanowski gets a hand to it and then falls over. Works very hard though, so does Perkins. Handball to nobody in particular. But now coming across, picking up Wayne College. A wrap to drop the footy. Should have been a free kick. None forthcoming. They harass at half back, the Eagles. And Irving goes for the safety of the boundary line. Has he found it? No. Roworth keeps it in. Handball. Oh, back to Shaw. Does it reach him? No. Junior Lee chops it off now. It does. Shaw over the top. Also Matty East working hard. It's bottled up just on the attacking side of centre wing for the Tigers. And it's going to be umpire Fanning to throw the ball up. It's 3-3 playing 2-4 close to siren time for quarter time.
Just to support Peter Walker's comments, both players on that occasion took their eyes off the footy.
Yeah, interesting.
Now we have to witness a bounce down, which had they kept their eyes on the ball, someone could have cleared it, as we do now. Luke Thompson, that was good footy. Quick hand pass there from his teammate in Wembridge. Opportunity now for the Suburbs through the radar, picks it up. The ex-captain, long bomb. Oh, here's an opportunity. Lucas Hollywood, can he pick it up? Yes, he can. Takes the mark comfortably at half forward. No one within QE. And now takes a bit too long in getting rid of the ball, but looks to the lead. Oh, O'Reilly, Spike, O'Leary it is. Couldn't quite get a handle on the footy. Oh! Gee whiz, there was some interesting work out there then, as we see the ball cleared there from half back. And I tell you what, O'Leary just copped a bit of treatment there from Troy Shaw behind the play. So those two will be interesting to see how they come out in the second quarter. No love lost between those two, but I won't make any comments about what happened just yet.
So it's quarter time at Richmond Crescent. It's the GDFL match of the day. It's round 6, and it's the home side Eastern Suburbs in front, 3-3-21 to Bannockburn 2-4-16. The goal kickers at quarter time Eastern Suburbs, Brent Loughton, Craig McGough and Sean O'Leary have one each. And for Bannockburn, their 2 goals have been kicked by Clinton Shaw and Rick Harding. It's 5 points of difference. At Richmond Crescent, we'll be back with all the wrap-up of the first term and a preview of the second quarter after this on 89.1 Country FM.